other. Mainstream media. Government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. Live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
The 29th day of January 2018 on this Monday global transmission. I am your host, Alex Jones. Today at 5 o'clock, we'll be covering it. House Intel Committee voting Monday, 5 p.m. to release the memo, where it's Obama and it's the Hillary campaign working together to create a fake dossier, to get a warrant, to then illegally spy on the campaign, and then to lie about what they even found in that, and all the collusion at the FBI and the secret societies, insurance policies, and showing the interconnected web of command and control. But just as the Epoch Times reverse engineered what is going to be in this memo, it is the roadmap of the fraud. And it's how they did it, and it's a timeline of it with exhibits for each piece. And the core of it is the 99-page FISA report that has excise parts that are in the memo. They just chose to call this the secret FISA memo because they're also using that as the roadmap to show the perjury. It is a compendium of the investigation. It is the indictment in the House. It's the public indictment of these people. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to have live video and audio coverage of the president's first State of the Union. And we intend to carry it live right up until midnight, taking your phone calls. So Trump's first State of the Union live coverage Tuesday, January 30th at 7 p.m. Central. They're going to vote to release the memo at 5 o'clock Eastern today, 4 o'clock Central. The president says he wants it released. The president unilaterally could release it himself, but it's Congress's report. They've got the votes. I'm going to say they're going to vote to release that memo today. They're not going to conference with the Justice Department. They're going to play games with Sessions, who they've definitely got something on. They are going to release it big and bold today at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. So you can always find the live video feeds at Infowars.com/show. Roger Stone that has dinner weekly with multiple members of Congress and people that are on these committees. We know what's in the memo. It's a roadmap of thousands of pages of documents linked up with the FISA court 99-page memo that's about 10% redacted. The redacted parts is who ordered it, who did it, Obama. It's all in there. DNC's involved, you name it. And it's all tied in and then shows their perjury to Congress, not just the collusion, the political manipulation. And Trey Gowdy has come out and said just that. First, let's get to how the establishment is in a civil war, not just between patriots, not just between the deep state and people that want to make the country great again, but you've got a civil war between libertarian constitutional style Republicans against blue blood establishment Republicans. And then you've got the Democratic Party that's got some savvy people in it that realize the total race war communist narrative they want to carry out down the road has been launched too early via hubris. And here is Trey Gowdy last night on Mr. Wallace's program on Fox News.
As I discussed with Mark Short, the Washington Post reports today the president wants to have the memo released. Do you agree with that?
I do. I'm sorry that we're to this point. This memo is nothing but the distilling, the reducing of thousands of pages of documents provided to us by the department and the Bureau. So there's nothing in this memo that the department is not already aware of. If you think your viewers want to know whether or not the dossier was used in court proceedings, whether or not it was vetted before it was used, whether or not it's ever been vetted, if you are interested in who paid for the dossier, if you're interested in Christopher Steele's relationship with Hillary Clinton and the Democrat National Committee, then yes, you'll want the memo to come out. If you're Adam Schiff, who is consistently wrong when it comes to issues of disclosure. He didn't want us to find out any of this information, Chris. He fought. In fact, GPS went to court. Fusion GPS went to court to keep us from finding out that the Democrats paid for the dossier. So if you're Adam Schiff, of course you don't want the information to come out. You didn't want us to find it in the first place. This memo answers what I think are really legitimate questions, and I do think the FBI should look at.
And also, the Justice Department paid at least $2 million. That's confirmed, but you read media reports, fake news, and they go, oh, and there was no money paid, because that right there is super illegal, especially because it was going to their own family members. So that's right, Justice Department and FBI agents had money going to their wives and husbands that worked at Fusion GPS, who were just hired on to create the dossier, obviously, with the information that they wanted in the dossier, the made-up garbage being conduited over from the Justice Department and FBI to be added on to the compendium of opposition research that had been started by the Bushes and the globalists going back 2 years before that. So you really get a bird's eye view into how this whole thing works behind the scenes. Let's go back to Mr. Gowdy.
Before it is released, and I have provided that counsel to Chairman Nunes, and I think that he has taken that under advisement. So I want to play face-up poker. I want the Bureau to know everything that's in the memo. I think you'll be surprised. It is not a hit piece on the department and the FBI. I would not have participated in it if that's what it was.
Let me pick up on this, because the reports are, and you've kind of indicated that in your answer, that the memo centers on this question of the FISA application, the Department of Justice FBI application in 2016 for a warrant to conduct electronic surveillance against this fella, then Trump campaign manager Carter Page. Your complaint, according to reports, is that you say that when they made that application, they didn't talk about the role of the Russia dossier, and especially the fact that it was opposition research paid for by the Clinton campaign. The Democrats, and yes, Adam Schiff is leading the charge, say you're cherry-picking the information. One, that the FISA warrant on it, Carter Page, is not as central as you're making it. And two, that there was a lot more in the application than just the dossier, that the FBI did not rely just on the dossier to get the warrant.
Well, I can't even confirm for you that there is a FISA warrant, and I can't confirm for you who it's on because that is classified, and I'm not going to disseminate classified information. I'll just ask you again, are you interested in whether or not the world's premier law enforcement agency relied on a work product produced, paid for by the Democrat National Committee?
Now, again, and the report put out by FISA court says some of this stuff's illegal, and they went back and told Obama that. That's the memo. And the blacked out parts are who ordered it. And those people have told Congress they didn't order it. That's perjury. That's what Gowdy's saying. He can't tell you the secret parts. And then they play the semantical game where they go, oh, you know, we don't even know, if you've got a FISA warrant or wherever. When it's on record, it's there. He's just saying the exact specifics of it. So if you want to understand, it's all right there, and it's a roadmap to their perjury and to all of their incredible lies. And when they go, oh, the thing for Carter Page, that's just Carter Page, he's not important. When you get the memo, when you get the warrant, it's the excuse to dragnet those big telecom hubs and spy on everybody. And that's in the declassified parts of the memo that's hiding in plain view, ladies and gentlemen. But they think you're too stupid to understand what the former head of the NSA told you.